Hi everyone, Carl here, and I hope everyone is doing well. Very short video today, as I'm going to show you something that I've been experimenting with to make miniature ironwork like this from Sprues. I had this idea after I watched the recent Dungeon Craft video, which used a really nice component for the tavern sign. Now, that component was commercial, but I wanted to try to figure a way to build my own, so here's what I came up with. Just a warning before we start. This involves fire and plastics. If you set anything on fire, including yourself, that's on you. I am not responsible for your safety. If you accidentally set the plastic on fire and inhale the fumes, it probably won't kill you. But it's really not my problem in the case. Also, the koala lies. And while I have your attention, maybe you might like to hit like and subscribe down below and do all the other YouTube stuff. Thanks! Starting with a piece of sprue, I heated the center, turning it to keep the heat even. Some people suggest using a tea light to do this. In any case, be careful and don't burn yourself. If the sprue catches fire, then you've gone too far, put it out immediately. You'll know the sprue is ready when it starts to deform. When this happens, you can grab a hold of the loose end and gently stretch it apart. Don't go too fast and try to keep it straight. Try not to stretch it too thin. You can get thicknesses under a millimeter, which are not what we need right now. The plastic will cool off in a few seconds. This technique is called sprue stretching and is an old scale modeling technique used to create cables, antennae and other stuff like that. As I said, you can stretch the sprues really thin or twist them as you stretch to create interesting shapes. In our case, we're just going to go a step further. Once you cut off the ends, you will be left with a ribbon-like piece of plastic. If you apply heat to it now, it will bend in the direction of the heat. As long as you're careful not to melt through or burn it, you can use this to create curves. Repeat the process to make all the parts you want. Once I built a few parts, I glued them together using liquid polystyrene cement. Liquid poly will melt the plastic slightly, giving a very strong bond, so I'm hoping this will be more robust than a super glue joint. I've dropped it a few times already and it seems to be okay, but then again the piece is very light. Once the liquid poly sets, the part will be ready for use. It does look a bit rough, but again I'm still experimenting with this and it should look fine in more time or frostgrave. Of course I don't have anything to attach it to yet, so I guess I'll have to build a tavern or something, but that will have to be a different video. I hope you found this video useful or at least interesting, and if you have any suggestions or questions, please leave a comment below. In the meantime, thanks again and happy crafting!